When solving a matrix, we use techniques called elementary row operations. The operations that can be used are the following. We can 1. Add a multiple of one row to another to get a new row. 2. Multiply a row by a non-zero constant, thereby getting a brand new row. And 3. Interchanging two different rows. So we have some notation we can use when doing this. So when doing these operations, these are the notations we can use to express it. So again, 1 was to add a multiple of one row to another, which is this notation here. R sub I plus k times row sub j is going to give us a new row R sub I. This just says change the ith row by adding k times row j to it and then get back a new ith row. 2. Multiply a row by a non-zero constant. So k times r sub I will give us a new r sub I. So we multiply the ith row by k, then get a new ith row. And the third is interchange two rows, which means we can take row sub I and interchange it or switch it with row sub j. That just means interchange the ith row and the jth row, so switch one for the other. Using these operations, we can solve a matrix. We know that we are done solving when we have our matrix in the form called reduced row echelon form, which is abbreviated as RREF. So to be in RREF, we must satisfy the following conditions. First, the first non-zero number in each row from left to right is 1. This is called the leading entry. 2. The leading entry in each row is to the right of the leading entry in the row immediately above it. 3. All rows consisting entirely of zeros are in the bottom of the matrix. And 4. Every number above and below each leading entry is a 0. So, the matrices below are examples of how RREF would look like when it's completed for 2 and 3 variables respectively. Obviously you can have more, but the same form is true throughout. As you can see, you should have a diagonal of 1s starting from the top left going to the bottom right. So if you have a matrix of 2 unknowns, you should have a diagonal of 2 1s like this, and then zeros here. If it's a system of equations with 3 unknowns, it should be 3 1s like this, and it should always be diagonal. So when you're in RREF, you will have a diagonal of 1s running from top left to bottom right, just like this on these two.